think section 6 will look familiar to you because we're doing the same thing that we were doing earlier when we were finding zeros of polynomials, only now it's solving polynomial equations. And so you see on the left hand side, these are the types of things that we have been doing and finding zeros and factoring, only now it's an equation that says equals 0. Well, the technique is exactly the same as what we did before. Now we need to begin by recognizing what we're going to be looking for as far as how many solutions. Third degree polynomials have 3 solutions, fourth degrees 4 solutions, fifth degrees 5 solutions. The degree tells us how many answers we're supposed to be coming up with. Here's a typical polynomial equation. Let's go through the steps for solving the polynomial equation. These will look familiar. And so first step, take out our calculator and draw the graph. We're looking for where does the graph cross the x-axis. And so here's my calculator. Here's the graph. It looks an awful lot like it crosses the x-axis at -3. So we'll use synthetic division with -3. We add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. Now the significance of the 0 is, yes, -3 is indeed a solution. The significance of the other numbers, we need to use the quadratic formula. And so the 1 is 1x squared plus 0x plus 4. And so we'll run our quadratic formula program with the 1, 0, and 4 for A, B, and C. And this is the other 2 answers. So here are the 3 answers. That's how we solve the polynomial equations. Now here's a new one that's a 4th degree. Remember, we're expecting to come up with 4 answers. So we're not satisfied by just finding one answer. We got to have 4. And so we type it in our calculator and draw the graph. Now I see 2 places where it crosses the x-axis. And we can choose either one of those. The one over here on the left looks a lot like -5. This one looks like something between 0 and 1. Well, there's lots of stuff between 0 and 1. So how about if we start with the -5? We'll do synthetic division with the -5. Add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. The significance of that 0 at the end is -5 is indeed a solution. Now we need to take the remaining polynomial and find solutions of it. Now what are we going to use for synthetic division? Well, we can make a guess from our calculator as to what that number is. Maybe in class I'll show you better ways of guessing. However, if we use, say, 1/3, here's synthetic division with 1/3. Since that's a 0, 1/3 is indeed the other number. And now we have the quadratic equation, 3x squared plus 0x plus 48. We run it through our quadratic formula program, and we have our other 2 answers. So there's our 4 answers. Here's one that we're expecting to have 5 answers. I've already typed it, drawn the graph. Obviously, -1, -2, -3 is one of them. So if we do synthetic division with -3, the 0 means yes, it is indeed a solution. We need to take the remaining polynomial without the 0 and solve that. And so let's see about another guess. Looks a lot like that might be a +3. So let's try +3. And the significance of the 0 there is, yes, indeed, 3 is. Well, how about if we use +3 again? Yes, +3 is a solution twice. So that actually counts as 2 of the 5 solutions. Now, what we have left here is a quadratic. 1x squared plus 2x plus 1. And we solve that using our quadratic formula program. Now, since it only has a single number answer, that means that that number is actually an answer twice. And so here's all 5 answers. We say that the 3 has a multiplicity of 2, meaning it was an answer twice.